Hi, I'm Rebecca and welcome to my podcast, Smashing Through with Rebecca.x. I am so excited you're here on this episode. Topics include life, business, mindset, full of kick-ass content and high energy. Enjoy the podcast and remember, you too can smash through and keep going always. Release any fear or shame. You are not here to live a life half filled. Like, that saying about is your cup half empty or half full? Okay. You're not meant to live a life where you are sad, upset, angry. You have fear in your heart consistently all the time. You have shame, you're embarrassed, all of these negative things. You're not here for that, okay? You are here for happiness, kindness, love, joy. Your soul is here to grow and evolve and expand and experience greatness and amazing stuff. So you're here to play. You're here to, the earth is the school, it's the playground. It's like, what are we going to learn? It's wonderful, it's great. However, we do have to go through shifts. We do have to go through ups and downs in order to learn lessons, to grow and evolve, because we don't grow and evolve just with everything being rosy and hunky-dory and everything's going okay. But I want you and encourage you to release any fear and shame on anything. So right now, as you listen to this, I want you to think of something that you are fearful of. And what I want you to do is look at it as it is. Call it out. It's information. That's all it is. It's just information. It's just words. It's just information. It's a thought and a belief that you have that's making you nervous. It's making you feel all those negative emotions I probably spoke about before. And you are living in constant fight or flight. Your nervous system's not regulated. You're constantly fearful of something might happen. What if this? What if this? What if this? Okay. What I want you to do is just have a look at it as information, because that's all it is. So write it down. Okay. This is a technique you can do. Write it down and look at it. But let me tell you, it's the emotion that you are putting into the sentence or the paragraph or whatever you've written down. It's the emotional charge and the energy you're putting into it that makes it real. It makes it so that you're feeling sick, you've got butterflies in your stomach, you're not feeling good. All of this is being manifested so that you're actually making yourself ill. You're making yourself stress. You've probably got headaches. You're not sleeping well. You're overthinking. And then it's rooted in your subconscious. Therefore, you're not sleeping well and you're constantly maybe feeling lethargic and tired and withdrawn and all of this because you're living in fear of something that hasn't happened yet. It's a story. It's a future story you're telling yourself. And it's got power over you. It's got power over your mindset. It's got power over everything you do, everything you think, everything you say, everything you eat, everything you listen to, because that is all you're thinking about. Okay? So you need to release and let go of the fear. Let it dissolve. Okay? And it's debilitating if you don't do that. It is like you are stood in quicksand and it's drawing you in. And it's grabbing you and pulling you all down. And what you do need to do is face the fear head on. Just face it head on and rewrite yourself a new story. Because fear can influence you to do things that you wouldn't necessarily do if you didn't have that fear there. It can, make you do things, say things, act in different ways. And so you've got to call it out and you have to face the fear and work out where it came from or why it's showing up for you. What's the source and the core? And then you have a blueprint and a direction in order to go in order to release any fear. If you are feeling any shame on anything, again, write it down, look at it. It's the emotional charge you're giving to it. It is what you're feeling shameful of. It's a story that you're telling yourself. It doesn't define you in any way, shape or form. We grow and change as people constantly throughout our lifetime. So when people come to you and say, oh, you've changed. Yeah, that's the whole point. I'm not meant to be, a caterpillar forever. I'm meant to turn into a butterfly. So changes are inevitable. It's the one thing you can't control is change. Change is inevitable. It's always going to happen. But being in shame of something that you said or did when you were younger, I encourage you not to carry that burden. It's like carrying a heavy suitcase with you consistently, all the time, forever, for years and years and years, and then trying to lift it up and carrying it. You're going to get backache. You are going to get backache. You need to find a way of really releasing and letting go. Again, call the shame out. Call it for what it is. What do you keep repeating to yourself and you're making it real? Both fear and shame. You're making it real. Anything negative, if you keep reminding yourself over and over and over and you keep telling yourself all of this, you are making it real. You're making it into something that it isn't because it's just a story. What if this could happen? Yeah, but what if the opposite could happen? How would that feel? What would you do? Because it's the feelings and emotions that you're in. It's the personal stuff that you are processing and navigating and going through that actually is making you feel the way that you do. So then the ripple and domino effect of it, okay, is that you're going to be snappy with your partner or your friend or at your job or with your kids. And then that turns into even more stresses and drama. And the thing is that if you've got any fear regarding, Earth and what's going on right now as I record this, stop watching the news, stop listening to the news, stop watching the news and live your life. Because if you lived in the middle of the woods, you wouldn't know anything that's going on, okay? You wouldn't consume yourself with all of this, because the more that we feed into the fear, the more that it grows. The grass is green where you water it, yeah? And if you want a plant or a flower to grow, what have you got to do? You've got to nurture it. You've got to nourish it. You've got to put it in the right environment. You've got to feed it and feed it with positive stuff, water and sunlight. Sunlight's good for you, all right? So it is all about really, really calling it out for what it is. Seeing it for what it is. Going, why am I fearful of this? Like, what is the root and the source and the core of it? Where's it come from? And then you need to step into mindset. Now, I have things to help you regarding mindset. Go to Rebecca.x. On there, you will find programs and courses. I highly recommend Expansion to you. It's my anchor program. It's a positive anchor, positive. And then if you go in the book section, you'll see the guided journals, okay? So both of those, all of those, because I've got 3 journals at the moment, which are for teenagers and adults, both men and women. And also I've got kids journals as well, all about mindset and everything. And you can have a look at all of those. And then Expansion is my anchor program. All of them are part of my legacy in order to help people to really empower themselves with their mindset and change the way that they're thinking, feeling, change the values and beliefs to empower them, what aligns with them, which is you. What aligns with you. Okay, this is your life. It's a gift. It's amazing, incredible. We're not here for long. You don't know when your time's up. So how about choosing happiness, kindness, love, joy, and all of the goodness and positivity over fear, shame, dwelling on what could go wrong and all of this? Because the brain's default negative, you need to train it like a puppy. You've got to train it and make sure that it's working on your terms. And then you've got the tools and the tool belt with Expansion and the guided journals in order to flip the script whenever life lifes you, which it will, but you'll be able to manage it and be the king and queen that you are. So go to Rebecca.x, tag me in on Instagram, Rebecca.x187. I'd love to hear from you, and I will see you in the next episode.